Good morning and welcome. It is Sunday, the 27th of March. I am Flat Cap Callum. I'm hoping you are all very, very well, and I'm hoping you realised the clocks have changed. So if you are in the UK, you have moved forward 1 hour. You've lost an hour of sleep. So hopefully you're not watching this suddenly realising that you're very late for something. All right, what have we got today? We've got our review of yesterday. We're going to go 3/4 of our steak today. I felt like it wasn't enough to do a full steak, and I was looking at how it would come out at half steak, and I thought it felt a bit tight. So I've done 3/4 steak today. So 2 bets, £15 is what we've got for today, and then we'll do a word on the golf. All right, yesterday. Well, yesterday I'm pretty sure I put people through the ringer yesterday if you copied all of the bets that I did, because at the halfway stage it looked horrific. We had 12 horses run and we had 1 placed out of 12. Bear in mind that the average on the channel for the whole duration of the channel is 36% each way horses win or place. So having 1 out of 12 was pretty horrific start, and I started to imagine what I might say on the video today about Saturdays and double staking day. And then the Lincoln was the turning point. So we had Johan in the Lincoln, which was fantastic. I told you it was my number 1 pick, and it's very helpful when your number 1 pick then goes and wins. And then we also picked up a nice little lucky 15 as well. So I'll spin it through quite quick. So we had this bet, which was pretty rubbish. Eastern World was 1 out of the places. The other 2, no way near. So that was no good. And then we had this bet. Baron Samedi was really disappointing. Happy Romance placed. It was second. 20-1 was the SP. So if you did do SPs on this bet, you'd have got a better return than what I did on the channel. So 12s we had. Colonel Liam faded. And then Pile Driver did place 2. It was 17-2. So 12s and 11s for the channel. If you were SPs, you had 20s and 17-2. So we made profit on that bet. We then had the Curragh Lucky 15, which did come in the end. So Brazilian Song. If you watch the race, it ran with credit. It was way out the back, and it got going a bit too late. So I still think, I stand by the pick there. It was massively overpriced at 125s. It backed into 28s. The point is it didn't place, did it? And it didn't even get 4th or 5th, which for some of you in side markets you might have benefited from. So that was frustrating. But the next 3 legs were decent. So Star Harbour placed. 18s was the SP on that one. We only had 14 on the channel. Knocknin Killer, that placed. 20s, we had it as 40 on the channel. And then Mogwilly, 11-1 on the channel, 9-1, it was a winner. So we had a win and 2 places on that. So really, really profitable bet. So it wasn't just Johan that saved the day. We had 2 really decent bets on here that landed. So that was a good bet. And then we had this one, which was a really funny bet. So Kiss My Face was last, I think it was. Galactic Power just jumped terribly and pulled up. Then San Pedro de Sanam finished 3rd, but there was only 3 horses that finished. And then Spicy Dubai refused to run, and he ended up getting a refund. So it wasn't good. But I would say, just as a flag, particularly for those on Sky Bet, because some bookies do it differently than others. On Sky Bet, people don't notice sometimes that they've got refunds. Some of the other online bookmakers make it a little bit clearer. So if you do go into your history on Sky Bet, if you are a Sky Bet user, and actually look down, if you're a lucky 15 like that, 20p, you're getting 40p refund that won't come listed in your winnings. So if you look at your bets and settled bets, it doesn't tell you about that 40p. You have to go in your history and tell you. So just a quick flag down Sky Bet customers. All right. Bet 5, that's mad, was that tailed off last. Something went wrong with that one. Then Johan went and was brilliant. I was so excited about that. I love the Lincoln, as I said, and I wasn't going to big it up too much, but I've got a nice record in the Lincoln, so I was really, really happy when that went in. Papa Stour wasn't good, and then Sultan Stall did place. I think there was a few bookies paying 7. It wasn't just Sky Bet. I saw Paddy was. I didn't check for all of them yesterday. So hopefully some of you also got the each way double on there, because Sultan Stall was 7th. So the additional 50p each way single on Johan, that basically got as much money as the Lucky 15 did as well. So hopefully did the additional single on there. And then the last three, quite quickly, that was no good. Something went wrong. Definitely with Felix, it was really tailed off. Didn't run to form at all. And Small Present was last. So they both were last. Terrible bet. Win bets this week have just got off the rails. We've hardly done any, but the 6 horses I've picked have been terrible. So we've had no winners out of the single bets, but I've done less volume this week of those. And then this wasn't so good. Mostawa was one out of the places, just as wasn't good, and Hortazor was down the field, so that was no good. And bet 8, no good. All right. So all in all, I made it 90.29 back on my bets for a £40 stake. So it was a £50 profit. I'm sure some of you, it varied a little bit whether you took SPs and stuff, because some of the SPs were in the channel favourite. Some of it would have been in those of you taking SP favourite. So all in all, it was a good day, but it looked terrible. And I guess I just want to say a few things before I go into today's bets. As I often say, this channel is not for everybody. So I'm doing something in a different way deliberately than what you will find in most other places. I'm putting out volume, but that volume is not diluting any profit. So we're very profitable from a channel point of view. And I know quite a few of you guys following on are having decent profit, which is excellent. And that's ultimately the main purpose here, is to get other people to make some money. But it's not for everybody. And on days like yesterday, we've got 26 horses. You know, there's not other tipsters out there that I see that put out that many horses. And it's not like I'm just chucking things in the air, because if it was random, then you wouldn't ultimately get the decent results like you do. So I have said before, I'm deliberately low-key and rustic on this channel because it's helpful. But hopefully you can see that the horses I'm picking, it isn't just random. And somebody commented yesterday, they've since removed their comment, but it wasn't me, by the way, removed it, if you saw it. But they basically said none of these horses have got a chance on the form. The point is, if everybody looked at form in the way that I looked at form, the prices of the horses wouldn't be the prices that they are, and therefore I wouldn't be able to put the bets out. I've done this a really long time, all of my adult life, and I look for things and I find things that the majority of people aren't looking for and aren't finding. And I'll try and give you snippets as I go along about why I might look for something, but I haven't got time. I would happily share, but I haven't got time to go into the detail of every single pick I'm making. But nothing is random here. Sometimes the races are the best opportunities, but I might walk past the race because I actually don't like anything. So I am combining betting market analysis with actually picking horses. And for a lot of people, you might look at it and even some people might get frustrated, like, how have you picked that horse out? I try and explain every time when it's something particularly obscure and strange why I'm picking it. But hopefully you can see what I'm doing does work and it isn't random. Okay, so today's bets, two Lucky 15 bets we've got. This one's got slightly high level of complication. So this is a Doncaster bet. So all of these races are paying extra places with most bookmakers. Sky Bet are basically one extra place for each of the races. So we've got the 125 Doncaster, Captain Haddock, 15-2. Sky are 5, most others are 4. Seven Brothers is paying 6 places on Sky, most others are 5, 11-1. Matchless, we've had that before and placed, paying 5 on Sky Bet, 16-1, most others are 4. And Gentanafa, 12-1, 6 on Sky, most others are 5. It's a 20p each way, Lucky 15. And then we've got a single, just one 50p single on Matchless. And we've got a 50p each way double on Seven Brothers and Gentafa. So 2 additional bets in there. So this is a much better bet from a Sky Bet point of view because you're getting an extra place. But I've tried to do this in a way that we hopefully won't rely on the extra places, but I can't predict it that much. You know, I'm not right all the time. I'm not even right half the time. Sometimes half the time. I just have to be right enough to make profit. So yeah, I would put this bet on with anyone. But Sky Bet have got an extra place in each race opposed to pretty much any other bookie. So that is bet 1. And then bet 2, got 2 Carlisle and 2 Naas in here. So £7 you bet. It's 2.26 at Carlisle. Oh, I didn't actually write on. Annoying. Senatice. That is a Carlisle horse, so 226 Carlisle, paying 4 on that one. We've then got the 315 at Naas, that is, paying 4 on that one. I think there are other bookies paying 4 too for that one, so I think that's the same terms, 14 to 1. We've then got 443 at Carlisle, Speak of the Devil, 16 to 1. Sky of 4, don't think others are. And then the 5 o'clock at Naas, no extra places, Essulenta, 17 to 2. So number 1 and number 3 are at Carlisle. Number 2 and number 4 are at Naas. Sorry, I did not write that on. A bit of an oversight. Got a 20p each way, lucky 15. And it's a 50p each way double on the middle 2. So 50p each way double, Bonnie Rig and Speak of the Devil, because they're the ones with the most value in them. Okay, hopefully that is clear, and I will make sure I write the courses on tomorrow. All right. Word on the golf, it basically is coming down to Kevin Kisner. The others are kind of falling away. If you are on the golf and you didn't notice it yesterday, in the last 16, Kevin Kisner was playing Adam Scott. He was 3 holes down with 4 to play, and he won all of the 4 last holes. So very much like our day of the betting on the horses, it completely turned around. He then went on and won his quarterfinal. So today he's in the semi-finals against Corey Connors. So we've guaranteed place money for Kevin Kisner, but we clearly want to get the win here. So he's got to win 2 matches today. He's got to beat Corey Connors in the semis and then beat a final or win a final. It makes no difference whether he gets the final and loses or whatever. He's already got the place money is guaranteed. He needs to win in order for us to get a better return. So that's Kevin Kisner. All right. I will see you on Monday, where we will be talking about last week being a profitable week, because irrespective of golf and today's bets, we made a profit this week, which is great. You enjoy your Sunday, I'll enjoy mine. See you tomorrow.